So hello everyone. So we are going to resume our Q&A with researchers series. So today we have with us uh, Shridhar from ICTS. Shridhar is a fourth year PhD student here and is working on Whitman correlators and high spin, heavy spin, higher spin stuff of standard model. Okay.
Higher spin extension.
Higher spin extension of standard model. So let's talk to him and let us know about his interest besides physics and his hobbies and what motivates him to do his research. So yeah.
Hello.
Hi Shridhar. Nice to meet you.
Same here.
So let's start with the beginning, from your school days. So basically, what made you choose physics as a topic that you would go with your career? Like what made you choose physics to go forward, basically?
Most of the inspiration actually came from my father's side, because in subject I used to like every subject. I mean, all subjects used to appeal to me very nicely, but my father actually was more inclined towards physics and mathematics, and after school he used to teach me or just introduce me to some very for that time, quite a lot of modern stuff which I kind of liked. And so it was mainly due to my father that I came into this.
He was the main inspiration.
Inspiration, you can say, yes.
Okay.
My mother is also very academically inclined, but she's towards economics, so that atmosphere of research was there at home.
Mm-hmm.
But my father actually propelled me towards physics, which I actually liked.
Okay. So you did your schooling from where, like Delhi?
Yeah, in Delhi.
In Delhi. So you were born and brought up in Delhi.
Yeah, yes.
And so after you finished your schooling, 12th, so you got into IISER Mohali.
Yes.
So how was the atmosphere there at IISER Mohali, and how it shaped your how it shaped your personality, and how it infused you with the research, basically the research thinking, how you get into the research thinking, because IISERs are quite different from the IITs and other institutes in India. So they are more famous for the research atmosphere prevalent there. So can you tell us about your days at IISER Mohali?
IISER's whole course structure is actually very research oriented.
Mm-hmm.
So first 2 years we were actually taught all the basic sciences like physics, chemistry, maths and biology, and in third year we had to choose a major. So I chose to major in physics, and the last year was completely dedicated to a master's thesis. So and all the professors there are active researchers, and experts in their own field. So when they taught courses, it brought a very different flavor from what we learned in textbooks. So that also helped a lot. I think the course structure is very well designed, and
at IISER.
And I think if someone is very inclined towards research, then one should consider IISER as a very good option.
Okay, so for your master's thesis, what were you working on at that time?
Master's thesis actually I did with Lognayagam in ICTS.
Okay.
I was a long-term visiting student
at
there.
ICTS.
Yes, and I did my master's thesis there. So that was basically on these, you can call them generalization of Feynman diagrams. So Feynman diagrams are basically diagrammatic representations of time-ordered correlators in the vacuum state. What I did was I tried to kind of look at could we develop a similar diagrammatics for general correlators, that is no time ordering, which are also called Whitman correlators, which you also mentioned. Not in the vacuum state, but in a general density matrix. Can we try to do that? I mean, can we develop analogous diagrammatics?
Yeah. And from there, after IISER Mohali, you went to ICTS
for my PhD.
For your PhD. So how is ICTS different from IISER Mohali, and what things were at ICTS that drew your attention, that we were a bit Yeah.
So when I went there for my summer program and this long-term visiting students program, like ICTS has this huge amount of exposure which it gives. I mean, only people we used to hear about or read about in textbooks, we could actually see them in real life. They
Yeah.
keep coming. I mean, that was actually a surreal experience, like Fields medalists and Nobel laureates, everyone just sitting next to us and discussing. So that is quite
What
humbling
was really like
experience.
your first experience? Like, if suppose you met someone who's quite famous there, and you met him or her for the first time, how was the experience like?
Yeah.
Can you provide an incident like for our viewers?
Yeah, like one incident which actually stands out is this. So the recently the Fields medal winner Hugo Duminil Copin, who
Oh.
actually won it for his research on the Ising model and computing critical exponents, etc., through percolation theory. So he was visiting ICTS, and
Yeah.
then my hostel is a bit removed from ICTS, so we take a shuttle.
Oh.
So I took the earliest shuttle that day,
Mhm.
not to meet him specifically, just because I had some things to do. I took the earliest shuttle and I came. So no one was there in the campus, but he was there. I mean, he was having a small cup of orange juice and working on the board. So that was very surreal. I mean, so here is a Fields medalist who, waking up before everybody else and just working with passion. That was.
Did you get a chance to have a conversation with him?
I didn't want to disturb him, so I didn't.
Oh, okay.
He was working, so.
Okay. So at ICTS, like, it's a normal routine basically. Everyone.
Yes,
they-
yes, that is very.
That is very normal there, because there are so many workshops and conferences that go on like for every week basically.
Yes, yes.
So you get to meet many
Wow.
people. Okay.
Wow.
So for your PhD, like, you decided to be with Loga, right?
Yes, yes. After the long-term students program, I decided that ICTS is where I want to do my PhD from.
Okay.
So I just applied here, and that was my aim.
Yeah.
to come to ICTS.
And you made friends there at ICTS.
Yes, yes, quite a lot.
And how different is Bangalore from other cities that you were before?
So of course the weather is much better, and the people are also very polite, and feels very nice living in Bangalore. Yes.
Yeah.
To Bangalore.
Okay. So apart from that, like, normal research, like, you have many hobbies, like, and you are also a good singer. That you have a YouTube channel as well, and so your hobbies, like, basically your hobby as a singing as a hobby, like, how it developed. Like, were you practicing it for quite a long time, or is it just passion for that?
Yeah, so in the actually I started learning when I was in class 3 or 4. So from class 4 to class, say, 10, I learnt it. I mean, I didn't have much interest in it. I just went there because I was enrolled in some classes. And people said I had a good voice and good technique, so I just did it. But didn't have much interest in it actually, and it was classical music. So
Classical
it's-
music.
So, but then class 10 onwards, my music classes actually started going up to 4.5, 5 hours,
Oh.
and that was very tough to manage with studies. So then I had to make a choice that what do I want to do? Do I want to pursue classical music professionally, or come into physics, which was my own interest?
So you were at a point in a dilemma.
Yes.
Okay.
At class 10.
Class 10.
And then
So what made you choose the other? Yeah.
One thing was that classical singing, actually, I'm not boasting, but actually singing used to come relatively easily to me. I wanted to kind of do something where I need hard work to kind of arrive at a result.
Mhm.
Because if you get something easily, then you
Yeah,
don't
yeah. That's,
value it. So,
yeah.
so that's what I chose to do, physics.
Okay. So who is, like, in singing, like, who is your inspiration basically?
Oh, I think Pandit Jasraj.
Jasraj.
Pandit Jasraj, yeah. You should also hear, if you have not as yet heard his songs.
Yeah, I've heard some of him,
Pandit
but
Jasraj.
Jasraj. Okay, so in present time, like, do you like the present modern Bollywood music more, or the older, the retro songs, or basically what's your music taste like?
Oh, so these days some of the songs are actually very good. Bollywood
Who's
songs.
your favorite singer right now these days?
Right now, I think Arijit Singh
Arijit
among all
Singh.
the Bollywood singers, and
Oh.
Shreya Ghoshal. Yes.
And in the old singers?
In the old singers, Kishore Kumar.
Kishore Kumar.
My favorite. Yes.
Okay. So for our viewers, like, would you like to like share some of your talent, like a song, or maybe if you, the one which you are more these days more obsessed with, or
Oh,
like the
okay.
one which you like the most, if you want.
Okay. So I can sing this old song which many of you may know by Mukesh.
Mukesh, okay.
This is a famous song from the movie Anand.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Anand is my favorite, yeah.
कहीं दूर जब दिन ढल जाए, सांझ की दुल्हन बदन चुराए, चुपके से आए, मेरे ख्यालों के आंगन में कोई सपनों के दीप जलाए, दीप जलाए, कहीं दूर जब दिन ढल जाए, सांझ की दुल्हन बदन चुराए, चुपके से आए.
Thank you so much. You really have a melodious voice.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it was very nice talking to you,
Same,
and
same.
I hope you get to pursue both, like music plus physics. With like it's like physicists are thought to be of these studious creatures who are always busy with like formulas and stuff. But here you are, who can also, like, being a physicist, you're also a good singer. So that's the major plus, I think.
Thank
yeah,
you.
and it was really nice talking to you.
Thank you.
And I wish you all the
Same
best.
here. Same here.
Thank you.